Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while and here I am again today without any makeup on, and that's because I want to review two concealers. That's because I want to review two concealers that I have been using, and they're the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, which I'm sure by now everyone has heard about this one. And if you haven't, seriously, what have you been doing? And the Jouer High Coverage Liquid Concealer. So I will be doing a review / comparison between these two, and I'll apply each concealer on each side of my face and talk a little bit about the pros and cons of each product and talk you through the application and everything, so you get a better idea which concealer is best for you. I have prepped and primed my face. That's why my face probably looks a little bit greasy on camera, but it's just very well moisturized. I'm going to start off with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'll be applying it on the right side of my face. It's probably your left side on screen. So yeah, this is the doe foot applicator. It's quite chunky. So I'm gonna apply probably 3 dots under my eyes like this. By the way, I'm using the shade Light Sand or 20S, and what I'm going to do is use the beauty blender and just blend it into my under eye area. As you can see, it's a lot lighter than my actual skin tone, and that's because I want the concealer to also have a brightening effect under my eyes. So that's why I usually choose 1 or 2 shades lighter than my actual skin tone, just to give this brightening effect. This is it for the Tarte Shape Tape side. Now I'm going in with the Jouer High Coverage Liquid Concealer and do the other side. Now this one also has quite a chunky doe foot applicator, but it's not as big as the Tarte Shape Tape one. And again, I'm using 3 dots. So I am going to blend this in. And as you can see, the Jouer concealer is actually a lot more pigmented than the Tarte Shape Tape one. So I definitely put too much product on. I should have known. But anyway, and I'm gonna kind of blend this out a little bit more. Oh my god. As you can see, the Jouer one is a little bit more brightening. The Tarte Shape Tape one has slightly oxidized, so it's not as light as it was at the beginning of the application. But the Jouer one is definitely a lot more pigmented and has a lot more coverage. So this is the Jouer side and this is the Tarte side. Both concealers are super comfortable to wear. They don't dry out my skin, and I don't feel like they're emphasizing or settling into the fine lines, which I really like, because especially my under eye area tends to be quite dry, so I am really careful with the concealers that I use. So far, both of them are super comfortable and look great on my skin. It has been a few minutes now, and as you can see, the concealers have definitely oxidized a little bit, and they're a little bit darker than at the beginning of the application, but they're still really brightening. Now what I'm going to do is I will apply foundation on the rest of my face, and I'll be using the Koja Beauty Aqua foundation for that, because it's a really lightweight foundation and perfect for summertime. So shake, shake, shake. I will be using a brush. By the way, if you haven't seen my review on the Koja Beauty Aqua foundation, I'll put the link down below, so make sure to check it out. This is my face with concealer and foundation. Now I'm going to set everything with a powder, and I'll be using the Hourglass, what is it called, translucent setting powder. So yeah, I'll be using this one to set my face and especially my under eye area, just to make sure that that way the concealer lasts longer and doesn't crease or look cakey under my eyes. By the way, I am only using a tiny amount. I am not into baking my under eye area because I do have dry skin, and baking just tends to emphasize any fine lines that I have, so obviously I don't want that. Now that I have set everything with powder, I'm going to do the rest of my face off camera, and then I'll be right back. I am back and I decided to go for a more wearable look on a daily basis because I'm also going out later on, so I didn't feel like doing a full-on glam makeup look.
3 hours later.
I am back from running my errands. As you can see, my face is slightly greasy. I haven't done any touch-ups, I haven't blotted my face. And this is it after around 3 to 4 hours of wearing the concealer and the foundation. I want to give you a little bit more information about each concealer. Now, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I bought this one in Sephora for around 27 euros, which is roughly 25 pounds. You can choose from 29 different shades and you get 10 milliliters of product. I am currently using the shade Light Sand or 20S, which is a great fit for my skin tone, especially if you want to have the brightening effect under the eyes. And the Jouer one, I bought this one on Koja Beauty for 17 pounds. You only get 4.14 milliliters, so it's less than half the size of the Shape Tape Concealer, and I have the shade Chiffon. You can choose from 25 different shades of the Jouer concealer, which is also quite good. Let me do a little swatch so that you can compare the shades between these two concealers as well. Going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, this is what Light Sand looks like. And then I am going to swatch the Jouer shade in Chiffon. The Jouer one, as you can see, it's a little bit more yellow toned. Those were the swatches. If I had to choose a concealer, then I would go for the Tarte Shape Tape one, simply because you do get more product for the money that you pay for. And also it works slightly better on my skin and it doesn't crease as much as the Jouer one. Although having said that, both concealers don't crease very much. It's just that the Tarte Shape Tape one works a little bit better for me. But if you're someone who wants more full coverage, then definitely check out the Jouer concealer because a little goes a long way with that one. And yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this review / comparison. And if you did, make sure to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, it would mean so much to me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!